Well, the opening video is not going to be long this week for two reasons. One, I see I can only record for another 13 minutes on my memory card. I have to delete. See it? I have to delete videos. And secondly, not a ton to talk about. We had a pretty good day, a pretty good week at the track. I think the path moving forward will be one of transition for us, and I've talked about this, but now we're in the middle of it. You see horses in to be sold in the preferred sale on Monday. I would say there's a better than good chance all of them except for maybe one may not sell, and that might be Think of Galaxies, which won't hurt my feelings at all. I was really torn in that one. I've talked about it time and time again. When it comes to the other horses, yes, they are useful horses. They are good horses, and they're going to do somebody some good wherever they happen to go. But in regards to all gas, no brakes, the class didn't fill for 2 weeks in Ontario. And rather than try them in a different class or ship them to another jurisdiction, I decided we'd test this market first. When it comes to Stay Close, again, raced great again, but he's going to struggle a little bit if he has to get up in the open. Now, this is 3 times he was allowed to race in this class, which means it would make me believe he's going to have to race 2 or 3 times in the open at the Meadows. And it's not that he can't race with them, but we do have Kings County coming back also. We do have horses that are going to need a place to race in the open. And if it's a little thinned out in the upper condition races, and what I mean by that is here at Mohawk, they're combining all these classes, and White Tiger had to race against Locatelli this week. I can't have that happen all winter, and I won't have that happen all winter. So I'm just trying to do my best to find the best place for everybody. And when it came to Stay Close, there's a number of horses that can move into that class, and I just thought, rather than making any rash decisions on moving horses from one jurisdiction to another, or having to race a horse in a class that maybe I don't want to, I thought that this again might be the best approach for us. We've had Stay Close for 2 years now. He's done very, very well for us, and he'll do good for anybody that touches him. But forever, I don't know. We can't, and that's the one thing I want everybody to understand. I've tried to present this tone to everybody and let everybody understand that I'm trying to do the best I can. Not always going to be right. Not always going to be wrong. Not always going to be right, but I'm always going to do what I think is best for everybody and the horses. And whether it's Stay Close or Think of Galaxies or Electric Line or the owners attributed to those people, to those horses, I'm going to do the best I can. That's all I can promise. So those are the horses that are in the open, in the sale, the preferred sale this week. Again, I guess if you're going to share the spotlight with other things going on this year, it would be the babies training down. Really excited about what I've seen. I'd said to Amy before we came over here, I said it again to her before we trained the horses in Ohio this week, don't expect to see progression from the open house, right? They were off long enough that all of that is eroded and wasted. That strict line that we had them in leading up to that sale, they didn't need to be screwed down as tight as they were at that point for any given time afterwards. They needed a break also. They needed a Christmas holiday, and they got one. I think Monday, what you see Monday, will be significant steps forward to getting back into that routine and back into that role. I was very happy with what I saw today. Weren't you? Very happy with what I saw today from the horse in Ontario. A couple of horses really surprised me, and not one of the 10 we went with let me down in even the slightest. So really happy with what I saw from them. I guess if I was to look really quick, standouts from this week, She Sits at the Bar, I think surprised you a little bit. She was acting up a little bit on the in the barn this week, but when push came to shove and we got her going the right way of the track, she came to life. And not surprising, these horses are bred so well. This is Volume 8's sister. They're bred so well. It's not surprising sometimes to see them just turn back on and come to life. I'm just going to give the very brightest highlights that I saw this week. Green Glitter looked great again. Rosetta looked fantastic. Freedom Hill looked good. Memento Mori, although I did not see him, I was told he looked very good this week also. I Don't Play Nice. Joey was pretty enamored with him this week. Very nice colt. It's nice to see our homebreds too, the work that we put in quietly. Not going to pat ourselves in the back, but going through the year, it's going to be nice to watch I Don't Play Nice or Dancing by Myself, and then the 4 we have next year, hopefully the 8 the year after that, and so on and so forth. It's a cool feeling. I had a wonderful talk with Tim about yearlings. He said it's so nice to have a nice racehorse but it's great to have a horse that you bred to watch race, and we haven't experienced that for the most part yet, and interested to say the least. So I Don't Play Nice was very good. What else do we got here? Country Dancing looks very good also. Foxy Seaside, did you say she was good?
Yeah.
Left line, but really strong.
Yeah.
Ear Hood. Pelican Al looks like he's really coming to life.
Really mad at you.
Yeah, well, so I was doing the speed limit going down the road. Darn it. No, he's not mad. It's Saturday. What are you going to do? Not in a big hurry. And then today, I was floored by how good Chicago Hall was. Did you watch him finish up his mile?
I kind of got screwed up in the back. I watched the video.
He looked unbelievable. And Amy looked fantastic with Princess Dream. Trevino on green looked great also. I don't know about the other ones. Danny said Cleveland Masha was very good. My Wicked Heart, they said she's just getting to pacing now, and she paced good. But then when I looked back around the last turn, she was on the run, so she made a little break. But nice gate. All the horses are gated up nice and look really good. Very happy with what I saw from Ontario. So the babies are coming along nicely. They look really, really good. The sale obviously is a huge headline for us this week, but obviously the horses racing too. I was really happy with Walter's Keepsake, Stay Close, Electric Line. Although he's in the sale, the horse won at First Asking this week in the United States. His first start back in the United States, our first step back in the United States, and first start at the Meadows. So I was really happy. For the most part, kind of a dull part of the year. We're trying to get a bunch of our horses back. Most impressive thing I saw a week maybe was the qualifiers in Ontario ready for landing. Mm-hmm. We were eagerly awaiting these horses, and him in particular, to come back around. And the qualifier, James said 2 weeks ago he thought he was okay, right? He didn't seem too enamored with them, but again, James is the best driver in Canada, driving great horses every day, so it's easy to get a little desensitized. Plus, he hasn't sat behind him very much. He said, what a difference 1 week made. He said sitting in the 2-hole, moving around, and he just inhaled the leaders and was sprinting to the wire. Totally different horse, and he was really happy with him, which I was super happy to hear. We've waited a year for Good As Him to come back. This is a horse we bought. Maybe you guys forgot about Good As Him. Good As Him we bought. He was racing very good, and he broke his foot. Broke his coffin bone. This is the brother to Father Patrick. Got him back. He qualified good. He's going to need another qualifier. And then another horse that was injured, Stay Special. We had bought her. Her knees were bad. They really hurt her. We ended up racing her a little bit. And she was tough as whalebone. She was so tough. And then ended up just got sore. And I said, all right, enough's enough. We'll turn her out and give her time off. Brought her back. And James thought she didn't need another qualifier at all. He said, no, little vet work. And I would put her right in to go. So very happy with them. Today, I'm happy to announce that Hallie in the Clouds trained great. International Spy trained great. The other two trained good. Who's the filly? Got a little pacey, they said. Seasons of Love. She's going to need a schooler, I think, or one more training trip next week. And then the other white-faced guy, 3rd and 6, he needs a little more time also. So we have 3 that have qualified in Ontario, 4 that are on the doorstep of qualifying in Ontario. We qualified a number of horses the other day in Ohio. A number of those horses are now getting ready to race. So again, another wave of horses coming into the barn as we move some out. Interested to see. You did want Starbucks? Well, why don't you order it and we'll go right now? I don't want anything. I just want maybe something to eat for lunch. And where do you guys want to go? We'll talk to the kids about where they want to go. So we're in Ontario. It's early. It's 12 o'clock and we're done. Done for the day. Done for the entire day. And want to see what the kids want to do this afternoon. They might want to go to that fun, amazing place. I'm not sure. We'll talk to them about it. Anyway, a very rare Saturday off. I know Think of Galaxies is racing tonight, but that's in Ohio. We're in Ontario. Amy and I are literally done for the day. So with that, as I said, it's going to be a short opening today. I'm happy. I was not happy last week. You know, we started the year, and this is what happens. When you are going on the track expecting horses to race good and win that really have no business doing so, you're going to be disappointed more times than not. But the opposite of that is when we send horses out that are supposed to do well, they're in the right class, they're coming in good, then you will have luck. And that's what we head towards the latter part of the week. Excited to see some horses come back next week. Excited to see some horses get back in the swing of things. just happy with the way the week went. And I hope you were too. So, although there's a lot going on, whether it be the transition into the winter, the deepest winter of the part of the racing for us, the new year, or whether it be the sale that is coming up, or whether it be the horses coming back in from the field are getting ready to qualify. Still a ton going on at the stable. A very short lull, it seems like, from Christmas to Monday of this week. There's a little bit of a lull, but we're back in the swing of things now, and about to start a new chapter. The first quarter, the first month, the first week of 2024. Should be a lot of fun from here on out. So if there's any questions regarding the horse in the sale, or if there's any questions regarding why we put them in the sale, feel free to drop me a line. Give me a call. If you haven't got an update on your horse, at least one that you're comfortable with. I know sometimes say, oh, that horse is jogging well or training well, and then I leave it at that. That doesn't really, not a lot of meat on the bone for you to really sink your teeth into. My apologies if there's a horse that's 4 or 5 weeks away from the races and trained this week. There's not really a whole lot to say, but if you need it, I'm happy to talk to you about the horse, exactly what Dominic or Harry or Danny or Jason, either Jason, thinks about the horses, or I do. I'd be happy to talk to you about it. So please don't hesitate and feel free to drop me a line, call me, text me. You guys know how to get a hold of me. I will talk to you all very soon. It is 2024 and a decent start. Not a fiery start, but a decent start to what looks like could be a very promising year for all of us. Take care.